Let's talk about life. Sometimes it's got a way of feeling heavy, doesn't it? Like someone dumped a mountain on your shoulders and just walked away. We've all been there. Those dark, messy, overwhelming moments where you feel like you're in a wrestling match with life, but life's the only one throwing punches. And in those moments, it's easy to feel like you're the only one in the ring. But hear me out. You are never alone. Let's talk about depression. Yeah, that word we throw around like it's just some bad mood. But unless you've walked through it yourself, you'll never truly get it. Depression isn't just being sad. It's like an emotional black hole, sucking the life out of everything. It turns the simplest things into impossible mountains to climb. Getting out of bed feels like you're scaling Everest without oxygen. Trust me, I've been there. After losing someone I loved and watching a project I'd poured my heart into fall apart, it felt like the ground was ripped out from under me. I couldn't see a way out. I was stuck, like really stuck. But you don't need to see the whole damn staircase, okay? Like Martin Luther King Jr. said, just take the first step. One step. That's all. Depression's like being trapped in quicksand. The more you fight, the deeper you sink. And here's the kicker, you can't just snap out of it. It's a war. Some days, a silent one that nobody else sees, but it's a battle all the same. I learned that when everything's falling apart, that's your cue to become your own damn light. You've got to find what you're really made of. And spoiler alert, you're made of more than you think. Here's the secret no one talks about. Even when it feels like the world is pitch black, there's still a spark in you. It might feel small. You might even doubt it's there. But guess what? It is. And all you need to do is take that first tiny step. Doesn't matter how insignificant it seems. It's still forward motion. When I hit rock bottom, you know what my goal was? Not to change the world. Not to run a marathon. It was to get out of bed. That's it. And guess what? That was enough. Because sometimes enough is all you need. Like Nito Cobain said, your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. Here's the deal. Growth isn't this perfect Instagram-worthy journey. It's messy. It's chaotic. Sometimes it's about just holding on until the storm passes. But progress, it's still progress, even if it's slow. And for me, it started with 3 simple goals each day. Make my bed. Go for a walk. Call a friend. Basic, right? But when everything feels out of control, those little things are like lifelines. They gave me something to cling to when the rest of the world felt like it was unraveling. Those little victories, they're huge. Because like I always say, stars can't shine without darkness. And neither can you. Your strength, your real strength, is forged in those tough moments. That's when you find out what you're truly capable of. Your journey? It's yours. Don't compare it to someone else's highlight reel. There's no timeline, no race. You move at your own pace, and with each tiny step, you start to rebuild. You start to heal, one brick at a time. And you know what? One day I realized I could rewrite my story. The past? Yeah, it happened. But it didn't have to be my defining chapter. I decided to focus on what was ahead, not just what was behind. I decided that healing didn't mean pretending the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls your life. That's the freedom I was after. So don't be afraid to switch it up. When life feels unbearable, it's okay to pivot, to take a step in a new direction. Sometimes that change opens doors you didn't even know were there. Listen, struggling doesn't mean you're failing. It's not weakness. It's proof that you're alive, that you're growing. It's how we evolve. And the second you stop fighting against it and start learning from it, that's when the magic happens. That's when you realize how strong you really are. Look, you've got potential. So much potential. Every single day is a chance to rise, to heal, to rebuild yourself stronger than before. This is your moment. This is the part where you reclaim your story. Be honest with yourself. Acknowledge the battle you've been through and recognize the strength that's been there all along. The power you need isn't hiding somewhere out there. It's been in you this whole time. So take that first step. Reach out. Ask for help. Talk to someone. You don't have to do this alone. Healing isn't about massive leaps. It's about the little choices you make, day by day, to keep moving forward. To believe, deep down, that you deserve joy and that you can find it. Today's the day you start rewriting your story, the day you take control. You've got the power, you've got the potential, and your future is full of possibility. This is your time to rise. And remember, no matter how dark today feels, there's always light on the horizon. You're not alone, there's always hope, always help. And your brighter future is waiting for you. Take that first step. Take a deep breath. Feel the moment and say to yourself, I've got this.